Hey Taurus, this is going to be your July erotic readings. I had a client that asked me to kind of give a little snippet, so I decided to do it for all the 12 signs. This kind of gives you a look into what your month is going to be sexually wise, sexuality. If you're a cross watcher, this could tell you what's going on with a Taurus in your life. So it gives you a little bit of insight. Now, a disclaimer, if you get offended easily by the words dick, pussy, penis, cock, vagina, vajayjay, don't look. Just go to a different video. Don't traumatize yourself. It'll be okay. I got other videos that'll be coming out within the next month that are a lot more friendly. But I'm an old Libra and I'm very direct and very blunt. So I don't want you to see anything that may offend you. If you cannot handle the language, do not look at the video, all right? So, Taurus, what is going on with you sexually? Sexually. I know some Taurus. That's why I made that phrase, because I know some of them are just like batshit out there right now. And they're normally grounded, but some of them are just like buck wild. So we're going to see. We're going to see if any of that shows up in your reading. Let's see. Taurus for July, erotic. Sexual reading spirit. One more time. My Taurus people, July. All right, let's get it. Some of y'all are playing hard to get. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, so here's the deal. Some of y'all are definitely playing hard to get. You got maybe an admirer that's trying to get your attention. You might not be feeling this person, or you may just want to be holding out for something a little bit more. Maybe you feel like this guy or this female is being a little bit of a player, and you're like, you know what? I like you, but I'm going to kind of hold you at arm's bay until I see what's up. And it's because some of you want the family. You're looking for something a little bit more deeper and committed, and you're a little bit weary. Maybe this person is not giving you the signs that you want to see that are showing you that they want the same thing. Or you could just be feeling like, you know what, you're coming off a little bit as a charmer, as a player. I'm not sure if I want to deal with you. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Now, for some of you, I definitely see that there could be also a water sign that is in your life, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who maybe makes you feel a little bit special. Maybe gives you a lot of attention. The thing about it is, though, is that this person could be already in a relationship or taken. Or they could have other admirers. So I get with some of you, you want something a little bit deeper, something a little bit more grounded. So you may be looking at your suitors as, you're not the one for me. Or you don't have what I need. Some of you could be having a checklist this month where you're like, you're cute, you're fine, you got some stuff to work with, but I want something a little bit deeper, which is nothing wrong with that. Because I see some of you do. You don't want to just fuck. You want to make love. So some of you that are not like my friends that are not out there swinging from the trees, some of you actually really want to be in a committed relationship with somebody, and you're being a little bit picky about who you choose. Now, I do see for a lot of you, if you are in a relationship where your needs are not getting met, or you've been putting some time into somebody and, you know, the sex may be all right, but you're not getting a commitment. Some of you are walking away. The Fool card shows that you're turning your back and you're walking towards something that is a little bit more what you want, especially with the Death card being right next to the Fool card. This is the ending. Some of you are tired of playing with somebody or somebody wasting your time, and you're like, I'm walking forward. Now, it is showing that for some of you, you are going to have some more suitors, whether this is male or female, that I feel like are going to make you feel good. Like I said, somebody's going to come in, maybe do some sweet talking, maybe give a little bit of gifts, take you out for a nice meal. But somebody definitely is trying to catch your attention. And I see that you feel, maybe some of y'all are feeling a little bit vulnerable because of you walking away from a relationship, and then all of a sudden here comes this other person and they're showing you some attention, but you're not sure if you really want to move forward. So I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of flirtation that's going on. Really subtle flirtation at the beginning, because some of you are walking away from a relationship that didn't satisfy you, or it wasn't a healthy relationship. Now, for some of you, I definitely feel like there is a secret crush going on. That maybe there is something where you're interested in somebody, they're interested in you, but nobody's saying anything. Or you want to start something with somebody, but you got to keep everything under wraps. Now, it is showing with that, definitely be careful, because I feel like if the person is keeping something under wraps, if you have somebody coming to you and saying, you know, I really like you, but you know, I don't want to take you out to dinner because I don't want people asking questions, or it's too soon for us to start going out in public. You got to question that. You got to question, why is this person holding back? Because I feel like some of you are definitely going to get with somebody who's very, and it could be a male or a female sweet talker that is saying all the right things, but then when it comes down to the actions, you might not get what you need. I get a lot of private love sessions where you're meeting this person and you're making love and you're lounging in bed, maybe you're ordering room service, or either if you're in a relationship, you could be with somebody who is one way at home, and then when they're out in the public, they're completely different, because I'm getting two different sides of a person. It's almost like they present themselves one way with a certain group of people, and then with you, there's something different in private. With that, if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, then you got to start questioning why and what's going on with it. For some of you, I feel like this is a relationship where you do have your private moments and you don't want to share with other people. And no judgment. That's completely up to you. For some of you, I feel like if you are moving towards something that you want to be a little bit meaningful, and the person is maybe, they're not being as public with the affection or things like that. Some of you are like, you're turning your back, you're questioning it. So Taurus, some of y'all might have some situations this month where you're trying for relationships, but they're not working, but you're going on to other partners, or you're opening the door up to other partners, which could be what some of my friends are doing. They're not finding the relationships that they want, so they're moving forward to other things. Some of you may get involved with people that are seeing other people, or you may be the person that is kind of seeing other people, because maybe you're figuring out, do I want to have this with you? Are you the partner for me? I definitely feel like a lot of y'all are being really picky. Some of y'all, you're being watched. And this could be on social media. This could be through your job or things like that. But it looks like somebody has their eye on you. They haven't come forward, but they're watching you to see what your reaction is. This person could even be fantasizing about you. This could even be vice versa. You could have your eye on somebody and maybe you're a little shy to come forward, but you're fantasizing about this person. I'm getting this real big need of love making, like deep, long strokes, like nothing with like fucking, nothing quick, like bunnies or anything, but wanting something that is really, really deep and connected, wanting to feel that way. Some of you are definitely hooking up with somebody that either has a major dick, or either this woman has really good pussy and you just can't get enough. This card is basically showing me that somebody, especially with the devil, this is addiction. This is obsession. This is getting into something where it's like, oh, Lord, I didn't think it was going to be this good. And now it's good. And I don't even know if I want to move forward with this person, because maybe they're on your checklist at certain points. And at certain points, you're like, I don't know if this is workable for me. So be careful. Some of y'all that are going to get addicted to somebody, or vice versa. You're going to give somebody some stuff and you ain't going to be able to beat them off. So be really, really careful with that. Especially if you have somebody that's been stalking you and they message you and they're trying to make it seem casual. I feel like this person has been watching you for a while. In fact, they could be a manipulative person. With the Magician card, this could be somebody playing games with somebody, you know, pretending to be who they want them to be. Like I said, with this two-sided person, you know, they're one way with you and then they're a different way when you're out in public, or vice versa. So be really careful about that. And this person may have really good sex, or they may feel like you have really good sex, but I get some type of addiction factor going on with this. Now, if you are dealing with somebody that's playing games, be careful of your heart, because you could be left out in the cold. You could really develop feelings for somebody, and then all of a sudden you realize they're with somebody else. So it is one of those things where I feel like you got to be cautious and protect yourself. For some of you that are in relationships, I definitely feel like there's a lot of back and forth with wanting more romance, wanting something to be a little bit deeper, wanting something that makes you feel a little bit more connected. And I see where some of you might need to spruce things up in the bedroom, switch some things up, add some fun, add some excitement to the bedroom, because it tends to bring you two back together. It makes you a little bit more connected. Doesn't have to be anything wild, like these people are fucking outside on a swing. Doesn't have to be that. But if your relationship has kind of gone stale and you know that your love life is not really kicking or popping off the way it used to, it looks like, especially with the High Priestess, that you might have to use your intuition and read the energy a little bit more. Maybe change some things to get this connection back. For some of you, this is basically even using your connection, your connection with energy to figure out how to connect deeper with a person, how to make things move forward. And it does look like it does help. So for some of you that realize at a certain point that, okay, we're not vibing the way we used to vibe, we're not feeling connected the way we used to, I see some of you are really going to take it to heart, change some things up, and try to bring some excitement back into your relationship, trying some new positions, trying some different things. I don't see any toys or anything being brought in, but for some of you, I feel like that could be a possibility. Definitely feel like some people are being a little bit too uptight. So make sure too that you're having some fun. Especially if this is a relationship that's been going on for a long time, I feel like you need to bring something back to it. Now, for those that are single, a lot of times when I see this card, this is about being careful with your drinks and your food around people. So if you are single and you're hooking up and meeting with people, make sure you're really careful about what you leave laying around. Any type of drinks and anything anybody can put anything to, because normally sometimes this card is about freedom, playfulness, but to me it could be about manipulation, somebody using alcohol to kind of either bring down your inhibitions so they can take control, or either you drinking so that you can drop your inhibitions. Make sure you know who you're dealing with before you put yourself in that state, okay? Let's see, yeah, because for some of you, too much alcohol may lead to some bad memories. Maybe something you wanted to do, but for some of you, I definitely feel some regrets. So if you are going out with somebody, you feel like you're drinking too much, popping some pills, having too much fun, be careful and make sure you know the person, because you could end up on a night where it's like, what the fuck did I just do? All right. So my Taurus people, be blessed. Love you.